Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Eka Wulandari Agustin. I am from TBID semester 5. In this video, I will share my middle test of EFL. For number 1, research data shows that there are many changes between the 2013 curriculum and the Merdeka curriculum. In implementing Merdeka curriculum, there are various challenges faced by EFL teachers. Teachers are required to develop materials for teaching, be able to design the curriculum, and are required to develop various forms of assessment that are relevant and engaging. On the other hand, teachers must also be able to adapt to the diverse learning needs of their students. Another challenge is the lack of preparation and professional development of teachers. Not all teachers have Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Eka Wulandari Agustin. I'm from TBID semester 5. In this video, I will share my middle test of TEFL. Okay, for number 1, research data shows that are many changes between the 2030 curriculum and the Merdeka curriculum. Intasari et al. 2023. In implementing Merdeka curriculum, there are various challenges faced by EFL teachers. Teachers are required to develop materials for teaching, be able to design the curriculum, and are required to develop various forms of assessment that are relevant and engaging. On the other hand, teachers must also be able to adapt to the diverse learning needs of their students. Another challenge is the lack of preparation and professional development of teachers. Not all teachers have an in-depth understanding of Merdeka curriculum concepts, especially in the context of foreign language. Adequate learning is limited, making it difficult for teachers to implement the curriculum effectively. Limited resources, the need for quality teaching materials, adequate technology, and school supports are also often obstacles. In language learning, teachers also need to consider factors such as student motivation, diversity of background, and the challenge of objectively measuring language skills. All the challenges require EFL teachers to keep learning, adapting, and developing their competencies to provide quality learning for students. To overcome some of these existing challenges, there are several solutions in implementing an independent curriculum. Teachers need to get special training on how to teach English using the Merdeka curriculum. This training covers various aspects, from understanding the concept of the Merdeka curriculum, developing teaching materials, using technology in learning, to effective language learning methods. Another solution is that teachers must be able to build cooperation both within the school and outside the school. With this collaboration, teachers can share ideas, experiences, and resources with each other. Teachers need to develop their skills in managing diverse classrooms and implementing differentiated learning. School also need to provide adequate support, both in the form of infrastructure and facilities, as well as policies that support the implementation of Merdeka curriculum. By making careful preparation and with adequate support, EFL teachers can overcome these problems and can create language learning that is both effective and enjoyable for students. Number 2, in order to assess students' proficiency in the English language, EFL instructors employ evaluation that may be either diagnostic or predictive. Assessment is crucial in education and is important for teaching and learning. The Indonesian curriculum requires teachers to be skilled in assessing student learning, including both formative assessment for learning and summative assessment of learning. This helps students develop and improve their learning abilities. This assessment resembles examination, gauging present capabilities or future potential. Subjective assessments take the form of essay evaluations, while objective evaluation consists of multiple choice questions with distinct right and wrong options. This assessment can measure particular language proficiencies or skills. presented in oral or written formats. Formative assessment. This type of assessment is used to identify strengths and weaknesses, inform instruction, and guide for further learning. Examples of formative assessment include short quizzes and peer feedback. Summative assessment. This type of assessment is used to measure a student's overall achievement at the end of a course. Summative assessment provide a snapshot of a student's progress and can be used to inform future instruction. Examples of summative assessments include exams, projects, and presentations. TOG evaluation encompasses more than merely assessment and testing. It integrates both to foster effective teaching and learning. Evaluation entails examining a variety of indicators, resources, methods, and test components against competencies, students, and the educational environment. It also encompasses continuous assessment across different subjects, incorporating observations, interviews, tests, and student evaluation. Educators gather information through assessment, examination, questionnaire, and interviews to enhance teaching and learning. Customizing support and challenges for their students. As per Brown 2003, assessment is continuous and covers a variety of subjects. When evaluating students for grades, teachers need to consider various factors. A test is given to see what students know and can do. In simple terms, it is used to assess student skills and knowledge. Evaluation is a big concept that includes assessment and tests as smaller part of evaluation. Language tests have many benefits in educational programs. The same test can be used for different purposes. Number 3. Teaching speaking involves using various strategies and methods to help students improve their speaking skills. One strategy that is used is called conversation. Conversation is when two people talk to each other. The teacher uses different communication techniques to help students improve their speaking skills in class with various subjects. The teachers wants students to talk with a partner and then share their conversation with the class. Students can improve their understanding of asking for and giving opinions by practicing what they have learned in everyday conversations. This helps them become more comfortable using this expression in real-life situations. Reading skills are not of the language skills that are very much needed by a person. By reading, a person can obtain information and knowledge. The strategy used is reading short text, where students are asked to read the material given by teacher. After, the students are asked to retell the content of the reading in the short story material given and are asked to retell or summarize the content of the reading. English, as one of the most widely used language in the world, has a great influence in various fields. One of the important skills in learning and using English is listening skill. The strategy used is note-taking. Note-taking is one of the important process that can be done in English listening classes. This strategy helps students to follow, understand, and record important information delivered in English. In an educational context, note-taking helps students to focus and listen carefully. Writing is a component of the writing language. Writing is an important skill for students learning English. They use writing to express their ideas on various topics such as genres, issues, and assignments like paragraphs, essays, and poems. Students should focus on writing short essays as a part of their writing strategy. For summative assessment, students are required to write longer and more complex essays. Practicing writing can help students become more creative in their writing. Students find it easier to find different materials or ideas to write about. They are more familiar with this process. Number 4. EFL teachers in developing learning objectives including the following. Writing learning goals. Teachers need to carefully select and define learning objectives to ensure effective learning. Achievement of learning outcomes. Learning objectives are what students achieve at the end of a learning topic within a specific time period. Choosing learning materials. The choice of learning tools like media, resources, and materials directly impacts the learning process. Applying learning goals by understanding the capabilities of students and teachers, learning objectives are implemented in a practical manner, create different types of activities for learning. Learning activities need to be planned in a way that helps students reach their learning goals. Utilize different ways to learn, such as using various materials and tools. Encourage students to participate in their learning. EFL teachers must be able to choose the right type of assessment. There are two types of assessment, namely summative assessment and formative assessment. A summative assessment is done after a learning program has finished to evaluate its overall completion. This assessment is used to determine the final grade or award a student receives at the end of their studies. It helps to track and record a student's overall progress and achievements in a structured way. This test may not change learning itself, but how students do on it can affect their learning results. Formative assessment involves collecting data to improve student learning outcomes. This includes understanding the competencies or teaching materials studied, formulating this information, and deciding on effective learning activities for students. The goal is to help students understand the competencies given optimally. Formative assessment is also referred to as assessment for learning or assessment for learning. This evaluation serves both as a learning tool and a way for students to assess their own learning progress. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.